Hey guys, welcome back to the Thriving Inside Out community where we talk about manifestation, wealth, and health. In today's video, I want to jump in on a subject that's been showing up in my life quite often in the past few months, and that has taught me a lot about manifestation and how to upgrade my manifestation game. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So you've probably heard everywhere about manifestation, to really be specific with our goals and what we are manifesting. So whether it's a relationship, whether it's a car, whether it's a job, the first thing to really manifest what you want is to get really clear on the thing that you want. And that could be triggering sometimes when we have the ego popping up and trying to control things. And I'm sure you've probably experienced that before, where you get caught up a little bit too much in the details and are trying to figure out if that thing that's showing up in your life is really the one thing that you want, and if it should be the one thing. So the thing with that we have to become aware and conscious is that when we try too much, it's like doing too little. And what I mean by that also is that there's two parts in a manifestation process, and that should be balanced, and it's the masculine energy and the feminine energy. So when I say masculine and feminine, I'm not thinking about genders. All of us have both energies within us, and both of them are the foundations for different things. So when we are trying to control the outcomes, we know that we are creating resistance, and that is masculine energy. Masculine energy is made is the thing that pushes through, take action, is the thing that creates a structure, the plan of a manifestation, or the things that we're doing in our lives. But we have to understand that being too much in our masculine energy creates resistance. And if you've been following or studying the law of attraction for a while now, you know that in order to manifest what you want, you have to trust and surrender and release the control to remove the resistance. And I know it's easier said than done, but these things that I've discovered in the last few weeks and months have really helped me to really come back to the point of attraction and really focus my energy where it needs to be. So I'm pretty sure that you've probably experienced that in the past, where let's use the analogy of manifesting a partner, where you create all of your lists, physical, what you want to feel, what you want the relationships to be, and you get really clear into that. And if you haven't done that, I really suggest doing that thing in order to really be clear with your mind of what you want, and it's gonna help you achieve your goals or your manifestation a bit more efficiently. Not a bit, but well, and efficiently. And if you want to see a video specific on that, let us know in the comments below, because both me and Jamila have used that technique to manifest partners in our lives, and that's another topic that I really love too. Well, coming back to that video, when we have that list and we get clear on what we want to feel, what the person loves, what we have in common, everything, then the thing to be aware of and to be conscious of is when people start showing up in our lives. In this example, we're talking about partners. So if people show up in our lives, I've done the mistake of assuming, since they checked a lot of my list, immediately feeling like that person was the one person, was the manifestation I was manifesting. And what happens when we instantly recognize those details of our list, we kind of assume that that should be it, that this is it. But the thing that happens when we do that and assume immediately because they fit the list, we kind of move our energy from us and from ourself manifesting and being the point of attraction to them, and then we separate ourselves from our energy and our power. And sometimes that can lead for the ego to pop up more often and trying to control even more. Because if that person was not the one, and then the relationship kind of goes sideways, then the ego is trying to control everything to bring it back, and that's when we create even more resistance and separate ourselves even more. Because in reality, we don't need anyone to be completed. We're already whole inside, and when we are trying to manifest something, whether it's something material or literally or another person, we have to remember that we already have everything within us, and as we focus that energy inside of us, then we become more magnetic and more powerful in order to attract things even more aligned with us. And as we keep the attention inside instead of immediately shifting our focus to the other person, remembering that every time we're giving too much or getting too caught up in the details of how it should work, then it's a good signal for us to release and surrender. And what I mean by that, when we say release and surrender, is realizing that we do not have control. Yes, we do, but we don't at the same time. And it's funny to say, but as we realize that we are tiny humans, that we are connected to the universe, but we are really, really small in this whole universe. So thinking that we can control how it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, all the little steps of the journey, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then you can imagine how having that burden of making everything work as you think it should work, it creates resistance. And that's my point of this video, is that when we try to control and be in our masculine energy, then we create resistance which separate us from the thing we're trying to manifest. And in the other spectrum, we have the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the energy of creation, which creates flow, creates creativity, gives life. Literally, the feminine energy is a life force creation. So it's a powerful energy to be in, and it should be the energy we most use in order to attract the things that we want. Because the masculine energy is the one who pushes to get things done, to create the structure, the go energy, and the feminine energy is more the receiving energy, to really be in that flow of creative force. So with that being said, when we create a structure, so as we have the details of what we want, we can see that as the structure of the masculine energy. We created what we wanted. It's the thing that's gonna allow us to know the plan. But then once that's done, is to realize that as we focus on the flow, as we focus on the attraction point inside of us, then we can let life, the universe, God, whatever you want to name it, really guide us towards the directions that it's going to guide us to the thing we want. And as we try to control things, whether it's keep a person in our lives or keep trying to fit everything that it should be inside the plan, then we can really let go of those things and realize that most of the time when someone shows up and it fits almost the list, but then we can see that there's some things that does not fit it, it's the sign that it's not the person. Because I know it's hard as humans to realize that there's even more possibilities. So when we get to the thing that it's really close to what we want, we kind of get into that clinging mode of being like, oh, if it's not that, what could be other than that? So we kind of limit ourselves thinking that that's the best we can have, but we have to remember that in our feminine energy we attract, and we can feel the creation knowing that there's always more possibilities. Because at this moment right now, at the time and place that you are right now looking at this video, just know that all possibilities exist. Literally, you can look at quantum physics, you can search about law of attraction, you can search about energy, you can look into it in any ways impossible, but it's proven that right now all possibilities exist. So thinking that once we have something and we're not totally aligned with it, that's the end goal, it's limiting ourselves to all the other possibilities that could be even better, even more magnificent, even more powerful. So remembering that each time that we kind of feel that resistance, whether it's the action of others that makes us feel resistant or retracted, whether this is the how we're doing the thing, it's remembering that this is a warning sign that we're trying to control how it's gonna happen or what it should be, and that's the time we should trust, let go, and surrender to the journey so we can receive the guidance, the people, the situations that is going to guide us back to something even better. So I hope that makes sense for you, because in the past few weeks that's what I've been realizing, and the faster, that's the craziest thing ever. The more you try to control things, the more the things seems to go sideways, and then you feel even more separate from what you're trying to manifest. But the second that you decide to let go of what does not serve you, whether it's the person, whether it's the people that are doing a project with you, whether it's the way you're doing the things, once you decide and realize that that's not working for your highest good, and really decide for yourself and bring back the energy inside to be the point of attraction, and realize that you don't need to control or fit things that does not fit where you are right now. So at that moment, it's crazy how the universes respond, and then it shows you that the thing you are trying to control, then another possibility comes and you realize that it's even better and you don't even need to control anything, because on its own it can flow naturally. And that's the biggest lesson I've learned in 2020, I think, realizing that the more I trust and surrender, the more I can be open to receive better things, bigger things, and things that I could not imagine ever. Like in the past few weeks, I've realized that as I let go of the things that I know deep down inside of me are not the manifestation, but more of a prototype, I like to call, the more I can see that there's more possibilities, because then the universe responds, sends me a better person, sends me a better opportunity, sends me a better situation to be in. And then that magic is just mind-blowing. So I really encourage you, if you're feeling resistant right now in whatever you're doing to manifest the things that you want, it's to look where you've left off your feminine energy and really let yourself be in that energy. Because once you create the structure and know what you want and ask the universe for what you want, then it's already done. So you can really be in that energy of creation, of flow, of attraction, because that's the whole point. Is we are the point of attraction at all times. So remembering each time we put our attention outside of ourselves is how fast can we bring it back. Because it's not, most people think, and most of the time that's what happens, they think that once we have either a negative thought or negative thought, or we let someone create resistance within us, that then the manifestation cannot happen anymore. But that's not how it works. It's not how many times you fall back or put your attention out of yourself, it's how fast you bring it back. Because the universe speaks with energy, and it's not how many times, but how long you stay in that energy. We really want to align with the energy of our goal, and the only way to do that is to be it and act as is already here. Well, that's what I had to say for this video. I hope you enjoy. I hope it makes sense. If you want to know more or a more specific video on feminine, masculine energy, let us know in the comments below. Also, if you want to see others' video like how to manifest the partner of your dreams or things like that, we like to know your opinions. And don't forget to leave a like on this video because it really supports our channel. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, year, month, hour, second, and enjoy your day, guys. Bye.